there. I wanted to share with you today just a quick 5-minute sequence you can do to stretch out. So if you're feeling a little bit tight and stiff and achy in the body, especially in lockdown at the moment, you know, we're doing a lot of sitting at desks or in the car, or we're just sitting a lot of the time maybe on our phones, on our devices. So this is a great 5-minute stretch to do, like a sequence to do. You can do anytime, you can always come back to this. It's going to stay on my wall on Facebook and Instagram when I upload it there. So you can always do this whenever you feel you want to stretch out. Okay, so stand up. We're going to have the feet underneath the hips and the arms down by the sides. I'm just going to lift the shoulders up towards the ears and then release, let all of that tension go. And we'll do that 2 more times. So lifting up, drawing the shoulders up towards the ears and really letting it go with the exhale. And we'll do it 1 more time. Lifting up, drawing all of that tension up to the ears and then releasing it down. Great. I'm going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, so almost like you're holding an orange between the shoulder blades, imagine that, and then squeezing it there, opening across the chest here. So particularly if you're at a desk a lot, this can feel quite nice to open across the chest. It can often feel quite tight at the front here. And then I want you to take the shoulder blades up towards the ears and then bring the shoulder blades sort of apart from one another and then down towards the floor. So this might look like just general shoulder rolls, but actually we're getting more into the shoulder blades. I want you to think about the shoulder blades moving rather than this part of the shoulder. I want you to really concentrate on opening out between the shoulder blades as you come forward and then taking them down, squeezing them together, up, and then we'll go the other way. So reversing that movement. So there's loads of little muscles that attach to the shoulder blades and attach to the rib cage, the chest, even up to the head. And so you might start to feel some things loosening up. We're targeting a lot of muscles here. And really that focus on the shoulder blades moving along the back of the rib cage as we go. Okay, good. And just releasing that. Oh, good. Okay, so place the hand on the top of the head, the back of the top of the head, and I want you to push the head into the hand and feel how the chin slightly tucks in, and there's a length that comes in the back of the neck as the head sort of pushes, the back of the head pushes sort of back and lifts up at the same time. This is a really good thing to do if you ever feel your chin's coming too far forward, if your neck is scrunching a little bit, this posture that we tend to do when we're crouching forward. So this is a really good thing to find that posture again, to find that length through the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And then releasing that and see if you can hold that position, and then we're just going to tuck the chin to the chest a little bit, and we're going to take the ear towards the shoulder, we're going to do some neck rolls, and then coming forward again, keeping that length in the back of the neck a little bit, coming over to the other side, coming forward, chin to chest, relax the shoulders as you go. So although we're sort of keeping a little bit more with the chin to the chest than we maybe would do usually, we're still staying relaxed with the breath as much as we can here. And just feeling a bit of movement coming into the neck. Great. We'll do 1 more over to the side, calming back. Lovely. And then lifting up, take a breath in, soften those knees, and exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, feel the weight of the head drawing down towards the floor, and we're going to slowly roll down, all the way down. Keep those knees soft to begin with, and really just allow the spine to cascade over the legs, breathing into that. Take another breath in, nice big deep breath in. And exhale, rolling up, stacking 1 vertebra at a time, try to move through the spine, 1 at a time. Inhale, head comes up last, we'll do that 1 more time. Exhale, tuck the chin, soften the knees, rolling down through the spine, 1 vertebra at a time, opening the whole of the back. Maybe even holding the elbows this time, maybe shaking a little bit side to side, maybe loosening the head and the neck, just letting the head move side to side a little bit as it wants to. Breathing deeply, feeling that stretch on the back of the legs, to the whole back of the body, this whole posterior chain. Releasing the arms, take a breath in, and exhale, softening those knees. Let's roll up through the spine 1 at a time. Inhale. Head comes up last. Okay, so for this one, it's useful to have something like the back of a chair to place the hands on, or you could use a countertop, or maybe chest of drawers, something about hip height. Place the hands onto whatever you've got. You can also use a wall if you haven't got anything right now. Walking the feet back until the feet are underneath the hips, so heels underneath the hips, and you're dropping the chest down. So this is kind of a really nice alternative to downward dog if you don't like to do downward dog with the hands, if you've got wrist issues. But I want you to really feel a sense of length all the way from the crown of the head to the back through the tailbone towards the back of the room. Make sure those heels are underneath the hips. So what I see quite commonly is that the feet are too far forward. Make sure the feet are far back enough so you can get a real sense of length breathing into the spine. Nice long deep exhalations. You drop that chest down, relaxing the shoulders, and a firm kind of grip of whatever you're holding so the arms are active as well. And then we're going to loosen that a little bit, and we'll take the feet a little bit wider, and then we're just going to sort of move the hips a little bit, keeping the legs straight but kind of finding what movement might feel really nice. So maybe side to side, maybe finding a little bit length one side of the waist as you shorten the other side, and then swapping that, but really just finding a nice stretch there all the way through the waist, getting some movement into the hips. This is good to have the feet a little bit wider than hip distance for this one. Okay, excellent, great. Dropping the chest down, take a breath in, and exhale, coming all the way up with the upper body, coming back. What we're going to do now is we're going to place the hand onto the wall. So I would say have the hand slightly turned out. You can also grip something. So like if you maybe a door handle is quite good to do this. So you don't have to have it shoulder height, but really just drawing the chest, sort of turning away from that hand. So you're kind of twisting the spine a little bit until you feel an openness here into the front of the chest, into the shoulder. You can even turn the fingertips away from you if you find that helps. Ooh, really feeling this, really nice stretch here. Breathing into that. Lovely. Okay, we'll do that on the other side. So coming around, I'm going to turn away from you now. So turning the fingertips out and just rotating the chest. A little softness in the elbow if you feel you're hypermobile in the elbows. Make sure you're not sort of hanging into the joint there. A little sort of bend in the elbow can be useful. Breathe into that stretch. Okay, good. And one more thing I wanted to do with you. So you're going to need a door frame for this. I'm going to turn around and position it at my door. If you haven't got a door frame, you can do this at the wall again, but a door frame can be really nice. So place the fingertips onto the doorway, feet roughly hip distance, and then you're just going to drop the chest forward. Now, it's quite good for me to walk back a little bit. I'm getting more of a stretch by walking the feet back and really just dropping into it. So the fingertips are what are supporting me here. And this just feels really, really nice. Really good stretch. Just breathing into that. Okay, good. And then release. And then we do a couple more things before we finish. I want to do a quick lunge with you. This is one of my favourite things to do. Quick exercises if you're not got a lot of time. Take one foot back and then bend that front knee. So a bit of a warrior one or high lunge really with the legs. A little bend in that back knee and push that back heel into the floor. So we're sort of stretching that back leg back. Bring the arms up. If you want to, you can tuck the tailbone under a little bit if it's feeling more safe for your lower back. A little bit of a tuck with a dropping the tailbone is good. And then bring the hands to, the hand of the opposite side to the back leg. So as in like the hand to the same side as the front leg around the other wrist and reach up and maybe come over to the side. And it can give you a really delicious stretch all the way through the side, down through the front of that hip, breathing into that, relaxing the shoulders and really keeping that activation in the back leg. Good. Take another breath in. Exhale, coming out. We'll do that on the other side. So take the other foot back. Reaching up. Tuck that tailbone under if you need to. A little softness in that back knee, but really find the engagement at the same time. Hand around the wrist, reach up and over to the side if that feels good. Away from the side of the back leg. Relax those shoulders. Oh, this is such a great stretch into the hip flexors, which can be really tight for many of us, especially if you're sitting a lot during the day. Okay, coming up, great. Bring that back foot forward. Bring balance into one foot, doesn't matter which leg, but bring the other leg up and just circling the ankles. Let's just get some movement into the foot. And then we'll go the other way. And then we're going to draw this foot back, have a little bit of a quadricep stretch. Again, tucking the tailbone under can really help to get into the hip flexors a little bit there and to deepen that stretch. Wonderful. Releasing the foot, we'll do the other side. Bring that knee up, circling the ankle. You You can always use a wall for balance if you want to, with one hand onto a wall. And then we'll go the other way. Okay, great. And then drawing that foot back. You can have one hand, you can have both hands around the top of that foot, up to you, tucking the tailbone under and just breathing into that lovely stretch. And release. Good. Shaking out the legs, releasing the shoulders, turning the head side to side. All right, that was it. Cool, I hope you guys enjoyed. Who's been joining us? Hey James, thank you for joining us. Hey Sarah, nice to see you here. And a few people, cool. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Do feel free to pop a comment in the chat if you want to add anything. If you really enjoyed this, let me know if you're watching the replay. If you want to join my new term starting the middle of July, it's just gone on sale. So, and at the moment there's a nice little cheeky discount on that. So I'm going to pop the link in the comments with this video so you can click that if you want to check out how to work with me more. Otherwise, have a wonderful Thursday afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all really soon. Bye.